Ayo, what's good guys? Not video here. Today we got the one and only Sean Locke with the worst heckler of all time. Let's get to this. Before we do, first thing I really want to say is I just saw from a playlist because I was just scrolling through the universe. Sorry for the cut. My computer just decided to do some fuckery and try to start stuff behind my back. Don't know what the fuck happened there. But anyway, as I was saying, I was scrolling through the Universal Comedy channel and it turns out this guy passed away. So I don't know when he died, but I just saw that, so I figured, hey man, I'm gonna give him a chance. You know, I never heard of him when he was alive, so let's see what he does now, man. Let's give this guy a chance. Let's go.
I think actually the reason some people care and some people don't is that some people see the planet as something they have to be grateful for, thankful for, they should nurture and care for it. And other people see the planet as something you stand on. Really? Well, I'm just standing on it. I'll stand on something else if you got it. Yeah? You give me something, I'll stand on it, mate. I'll stand on fucking anything, I don't care. And also, I've got young children, that's another reason I care. And I'm worried when they grow up and the planet's knackered, firstly, they're not going to move out.
Right?
And also they'll blame me, won't they? They'll blame our generation, but also people tend to blame their parents for a lot of their problems in their life, don't they? You know, people tend to blame, I think...
You know, it's sad, but it's true. What he is saying is very, I feel like people need to appreciate the Earth more, bro. I mean, let's be real, we only got one. If an asteroid hit us right now, we'd be dead. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because you'll never be watching this, but literally, we got no other place to go. We need to take care of this place, at the very least, until we find a better place to go, which, hell, who knows if there even is one.
And also they'll blame me, won't they? They'll blame our generation, but also people tend to blame their parents for a lot of their problems in their life, don't they? You know, people tend to blame, I think the reason I haven't got a lot of self-confidence was, I don't think I got enough praise as a child. I always think, shut up. At least you didn't stick twiglets up your arse. Hey. Look on the bright side. When I know I've already got problems, I'll have problems with my eldest daughter when she grows up, because I made a big mistake with her when she was young, because I showed her the film Finding Nemo way too early in life. I put it on when she was 2.5. I thought, brilliant, I'll put that on, I'll have a couple of hours going... A minute into the film, she's screaming her head off, going, Daddy, turn it off, he's lost his mummy, turn it off. And that's what happens. You've seen Finding Nemo, the beginning of the film, right? Beginning of the film, the first minute of the film, his mum, right, gets eaten. Like a big fish, like a barracuda.
I never actually thought of that, but we show kids that movie. That is fucked up. Actually, though, wait, seriously. We show kids a movie that has one of the fucking fish's parents getting eaten. I never thought of it, but that is kind of fucked up to show little kids now that I actually think about it more. Huh.
Turn it off. And that's what happens. You've seen Finding Nemo, the beginning of the film, right? Beginning of the film, the first minute of the film, his mum, right, gets eaten. Like a big fish, like a barracuda kind of, eats his mum, and then all his brothers and sisters, decimates his entire family. So I thought, maybe it's not suitable for kids her age.
Yeah.
I thought I'd look on the back of the DVD, it might say something like, you're not suitable for under 5s. I got the DVD, on the back, all it says is, contains mild peril. What does that mean? I mean, losing your mum at any age, that's not great, is it?
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I might as well have put Scarface on. Just had Al Pacino going. Motherfucking cockroaches.
Say hello to my little friend. Come on, man. This dude. Oh man, now I'm actually sad this guy died. He's hilarious. I would have loved to actually gone to one of his shows.
Just want to put Scarface on. Just had Al Pacino going. Motherfucking cockroaches. I don't like it. Yeah, but I'm enjoying it. And at least least on the back of Scarface they warn you, don't they? They warn you on the back. You look on the back of Scarface, it says contains frequent bloody violence, hard drug use, very strong language, sex, nudity. Might as well say there's a bit of poo in there as well. Yeah. There's an elephant with a hard on. Don't watch this film if you're nice. Some of the manners are disgraceful. No one says please or thank you. Mr. Pacino eats his dessert with a soup spoon. The fragile world of etiquette has entirely collapsed in this nightmarish drug-dealing vision. A bit carried away again there, didn't I? By the way, what does mild peril mean, anyway? To me, mild peril would be going to the dry cleaners without a ticket. Damn. Oh, will I get my trousers? Immediately. We'll have to wait like a minute while they get that big book out. I don't know what that achieves, but... Or another mild peril would be not washing fruit, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm in all day. I'll take the risk. Eating a whole trifle, then driving. Ha ha! Born to be wild. I wish I hadn't done that. And I'll never get invited back. Oh, the looks on their faces when I picked up that trifle. Right, I'm off. Opening a dented can of beer near a bride. Investigating a quivering bush. Ooh. What's going on in there? The worst that could happen is you get chased by a masturbating tramp, isn't it?
That could be quite bad. Yeah, I'd agree with that. That would be not good. It's less than ideal.
What's going on in there? The worst that could happen is you get chased by a masturbating tramp, isn't it? And let's face it, that's an anecdote we'd all like to have. Did I ever tell you the time I was chased by a masturbating tramp?
I'd personally prefer to not... Like, I get everybody wants cool stories to tell, but I'd rather not have that story to tell. Personally, like, just strictly me here, I'm a pass. I'm a pass on that one. But, you know, if you guys, if any of you right there, yes, you, the guy watching this video, James, if you want that, then you go get it, my friend. But I don't want it. Shout out to James if you're watching this, James. I just creeped somebody the fuck out.
Bugger he was. Purplest thing I've seen in my life, really was. Much the colour of this Merlot. Your Majesty, wasn't there? So, what time is it? I like doing a bit of topical stuff.
It is 1:08 in the morning. You're welcome, Sean.
So, what time is it? I like doing a bit of topical stuff.
One thing I will say, there literally hasn't been any hecklers yet. I was expecting it to be like a compilation of hecklers. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know what? It's been funny, so I'm not complaining.
In the moment, I was there. No, really, what time was it? No, because, you know, what basically the problem is, I mean, obviously, I haven't got a watch, you know. And the reason I haven't got a watch is I only remember that I need to buy a watch at this point in the show every night. It's a bit like, you know when you need a new pillow? You only think about it as you're going to bed, don't you? You go, this pillow's shit, isn't it?
That's facts.
I'm sick of it. I can't have a decent night's sleep in bloody months.
ass bags.
Of course, eventually you get to sleep, don't you? You get to sleep. Yeah, the next day you wake up, totally forget about it, go to bed that night. Oh! That goes on for years.
For real.
Till you end up with a little pile of dust and feathers. Gotta get a pillow. Get a compass and scratch the word pillow in your arm. What's the matter with you? I've got to get a pillow. I mean, some people use Post-its. We're all different, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason I say I don't wear a watch is because what a lot of comics do is they try to sort of look at their watch after they've done a joke. So they do a joke and go... Oh. And it's really tricky if you need those two buttons to look at the time. You just don't want to see performers doing that. You wouldn't want to see like the legendary Jimi Hendrix who's in the middle of one of his guitar solos. His amazing guitar solos going... Oh, blimey. Good night.
What the hell does blimey mean? See, that's a word, I've always heard British people say that, but I've never actually known what blimey means. Like, what does blimey mean? Let me know in the comments, because genuinely, I've heard British YouTubers, I've heard just British people talking on Xbox and shit. I've heard them say that so much, but I've never actually bothered to ask, what does that mean?
Guitar solos. His amazing guitar solos going... Oh, blimey. Good night. Or the Royal Ballet. Hurry up and die, you bitch. Come on. Sorry, I mean pen. Cheers. That just about reached me. That was a real village cricket one, wasn't it? Yeah. That just tapped the rope, didn't it? I was amazed at, when people start... Sometimes people start rounds of applause and they lose confidence. They go... Oh, no one else joins in. And sometimes they must think, it's just a 3-clap joke, that is, mate. That's your lot. Yeah.
Only 3, though. He doesn't get 4. Only 3 claps.
Brilliant. I'm having a character in the room. Whee! Those people who say, you got to meet my mate, he's a right character. Ooh. My advice is don't get your hopes up. No. What they mean, when they say their mate's a bit of a character, what they mean is when you're not looking, you put his cock in your pint. That's what passes for character in this country. And that proves 2 things. First...
If that's what y'all UK people are doing, if that's what being a character is, listen, anybody, and I mean anybody who is a character, stay away from me. Just stay away from me. Obviously, I know he's joking, but still.
Cock in your pint.
Don't do that. Just don't.
That's what passes for character in this country. And that proves 2 things. Firstly, you don't necessarily need a punchline. Secondly, I'm one of those people, some people, their personalities change when they get behind a wheel of a car. I'm like that with a phone. I get a phone in my hand, I get this real urge to bollock people. It's terrible, I just get carried away, For example, a while back I was at home. I was quite busy, to be fair to me, I was fairly busy. Because I remember I was watching the Grand Prix, chewing a Rolo, and putting my keys on a different fob, so...
Damn.
I was snowed under.
Yeah.
I was at stress levels probably only known by fighter pilots.
Yep.
And then the phone goes. I thought, what am I, a fucking octopus? So I pick it up. Bloke said, is Dave there? I said, there's no Dave here. He went, must be a wrong number. And he put the phone down on me. I'm not having that. So I dialed 14713. But he was engaged. Makes sense, got through to Dave.
Damn.
So I dialed 5 and I waited. And eventually I got through and he said, "Who's there?" I said, "Oh, don't you remember me? I'm the bloke who's got nothing better to do than sit around his house all day long, waiting for some chubby-fingered idiot like you who can't remember a simple set of numbers." And I slammed the phone down. Oh. But after a couple of minutes, it wore off, so I phoned him again. This time I didn't say anything, you know. I just giggled. That was good, not as good as the first time, you know? So I phoned him again. Anyway, to cut a long story short, ended up painting a community centre. But I learned something. Obviously, try to control your temper. Always try to control your temper. And always wash your brushes and put your ladders away. That's a bit of advice that'll serve you well in life.
Yeah, that sounds
also,
right.
I don't get angry now. If I get a wrong number, I don't get angry. No. What I do, and you should do this, it's great, is I don't let on it's the wrong number. So someone phones up. I go, "Hello?" They go, "Is Mandy there?" "Mandy? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just go and get her." Okay, just a sec. Okay, bye. Mandy! Get your fucking ass up in now! She just coming. Okay.
Nah, that's actually... You know what? That's actually great. I want to know, have any of you actually tried that after watching this show? Just to fuck with some... Because that actually sounds great. That actually sounds like that would be funny just to be messing with people like that. But, hey, let's see. I don't feel like you could do it as well, though, with, like, cell phones now. Like, because I feel... Just by the way he's talking, I feel like this is back when, like, house phones were a thing, right? So, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just the way he's talking about the phone. But I almost feel like that would be a funny ass like way to mess with somebody. Just start screaming for the person like you're about to like beat the crap out of them or something. Just freak them the fuck out. I feel like that would be kind of funny.
Get your fucking ass up in now!
Just say the more outrageous shit.
She just coming. Okay. I don't know who it is. Some wanker. What have I told you? Don't wear your shoes in the house. Put the special slippers on. I give you chance after chance, and you just keep fucking up. She's just changing her shoes. Fantastic. It's the most fun you can have in your own home, guaranteed.
Yeah, for real, that sounds like that would be awesome.
It's disgraceful. Walt Disney would be turning in his grave, wouldn't he? He'd be horrified if he knew what was going on. If he was in a grave, because somebody pointed out to me a while back. Apparently, have you ever heard this rumour on the internet that Walt Disney wasn't buried? Have you heard this?
Really? No.
It was cryogenically frozen. There's this rumour going around that when he died, instead of burying him, they chopped his...
What happened to Walt Disney's body?
Here are some results from a search.
His body... Wait, no, that's actually... Wait, seriously, that's real. Hold up, yo, he's not even joking. He's being serious about that. Oh, shit.
Have you ever heard this rumour on the internet?
Okay, now I'm interested.
Walt Disney wasn't buried.
Interested.
Have you heard this? Yeah? It was cryogenically frozen. There's this rumour going around that when he died, instead of burying him, they chopped his head off, right? And then they froze it on the off chance that one day in the future they'll be able to bring frozen heads back to life.
Mom, this shit's gonna be straight out of Futurama. Shout out to all the fans of Futurama who know what I'm talking about. Yo, my boy Walt Disney is gonna be chilling up with... Oh, damn, that's awesome.
And that when he died...
I don't know if they actually took his head, though, but hey, I know it says he was frozen.
Instead of burying him, they chopped his head off, right? And then they froze it on the off chance that one day in the future they'll be able to bring frozen heads back to life. Just as it works with peas. I like the idea they chop the head off. They must say, yeah, well, if we can bring a frozen head, back to life, growing another body, piece of piss. Yeah. Don't worry about just growing another body. I imagine the bloke who runs a cryogenic centre's got loads of sovereign rings. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it, just growing another body. Yeah. No, it's not so we can get more in the fridge. And if I was going to get frozen, I want to be frozen pretty much straight away, fresh. I'd want to be frozen fresh as soon as I died.
Facts.
I imagine on his deathbed, Walt Disney had like a circular saw just above his neck. And a bloke in some overalls like that. Yeah. How you feeling, all right? I'll go for a piss. No, it's one of those things you see on the internet, you know, if you noodle around. I spend quite a lot of time on the internet. I do. I don't look at porn, never look at porn, you know, because people always assume that, but I never. What I do is I look for porn that isn't there. I try to think up little appetites, little weaknesses people may have, and see if they're catered for. Like the other day, I put in busty foster mums.
What?
Google came back and said, did you mean busy foster mums? No, I fucking didn't.
Nah, we not Googling that one. I'm gonna pass on that one. Search that one.
Google came back and said, did you mean busy foster mums? No, I fucking didn't. I mean, busty mums are great big tits, please. I typed in flu sex, you know. I thought some people might like watching people who've got the flu having sex. Oh, I feel bloody awful. Oh. We have to do this. I've got a temperature of 104.
This is what I want to know. Let's say that's out there somewhere, because let's be real, knowing how the internet is, it probably is. I'm more interested in how would like the company that films it go about did they go to the hospital and be like, hey, would you like your hospital bills to be taken care of? Well, how about you come along with me, kind sir? I want to know that shit. Like, how the fuck do you find these people? What the hell? Please, for the sake of YouTube not banishing this video, don't answer that question if you know it. Just don't, because YouTube would probably banish this video. Can we not?
We have to do this. I've got a temperature of 104. An erection could kill me. But it's not there, there's nothing there. So in a way, it makes me feel like the world's a better place than I thought it might be. Yeah?
That's good.
I put in Anal Barnacle. Heavy metal band from Lincolnshire. Yeah. I think they're in.
Wow.
But the real thing I'm into on the internet is online gambling. I love that. I love it. Oh, I love it. You know, the other day I bought a mattress on eBay. Yeah. I phoned the guy up. I said, what about this stain? He said, what stain? I said, the big one. Yeah. The one that looks like a tramp's exploded. That one. Or you've been nursing a Smurf with malaria. Did the Predator have his honeymoon on this mattress? You've been making mermaid porn? It's like an experiment with puppies and a cappuccino machine. Maybe Humpty Dumpty did exist. He was a giant egg and he landed on your fucking mattress. And the bloke said, come on, mate, it's not that bad, is it? I said, no, you're probably right, actually. Actually, so it's just a bit of fluff. Sorry about that.
Oh, man, this dude. R.I.P., man. This dude was funny as hell. He had me dying. Yo, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a fat-ass like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, click all. Again, if you made it to the end, you must like me a little bit, right? At least a tiny bit. So subscribe, because if we hit 100K, I'm going to go skydiving. But we got to hit 100K before the end of the year. Otherwise, I'm not jumping out of a plane because fuck that. Either way, we out. Bye.